of everything I volunteer for. So that's why I keep on doing it, because I like everything. Well, like I said, I was always taught God and country first, others second, and I'm third. And so that has always inspired me to work with others, work for others. And that's my philosophy for volunteering. I think because I have been involved basically from the beginning of my life in trying to give back to the community. It was just something that was inbred in my family. And the people that I meet along the way have helped me do that. I moved a lot around the world, and every place I went, I was able to find a place to be able to do that and to particularly help the underserved communities, and especially finding some sort of equity for women and children who not always had the advantages of their peers. love everything I volunteer for. So that's why I keep on doing it, because I like everything. Well, like I said, I was always taught God and country first, others second, and I'm third. And so that has always inspired me to work with others, work for others. And that's my philosophy for volunteering. I think because I have been involved basically from the beginning of my life in trying to give back to the community. It was just something that was inbred in my family. And the people that I meet along the way have helped me do that. I moved a lot around the world, and every place I went, I was able to find a place to be able to do that and to particularly help the underserved communities, and especially finding some sort of equity for women and children who not always had the advantages of their peers.
Welcome to our third annual 70 over 70 Honors Awards. It's our first virtual event, and we have an incredible program planned for you tonight. I think you'll be pleased. We have some celebrity guests that will be a big surprise, But the focus is always on these amazing 70 older adults in Kansas City who continue to engage and make volunteer contributions to our community. They are what makes Kansas City special. And it is our pleasure to be able to lift them up and celebrate them with you. So many of these awardees have told us how honored they are to be included. We are the ones who are honored to have them in our community and to have them be associated with KC Shepherd Center. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
Hi everybody, it's Frankie Avalon here. Janet Baker sent me an email, and I just wanted to say that I want to give congratulations to all of you people there. And you know, I know exactly where it is. It's the KC Shepherd Center 70 over 70 honorees. They're being honored, and rightfully so. I mean, what you guys do and have done for so many people for so many years is wonderful. Meals on Wheels and making people happy. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you, and enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your years, and have a great time.
I hope you enjoyed that personal greeting from Frankie Avalon. It's just the first of a number of surprises tonight. You're going to love the rest of this show. And I wanted to take a minute to talk about the fact that we are honoring 70 new honorees. We have now 210 individuals over the age of 70 who have been honored by KC Shepherd Center in our 70 over 70 awards. Isn't that remarkable? And people ask us, are you going to have enough older adults to honor? Oh my goodness, you can't imagine how many people are out here actively engaged. And when you think about the fact that in Kansas City, our over 65 population is on track to double between 2010 and 2030. We're always going to have remarkable seniors to honor. And this new class of 70 over 70 honorees, as well as our 2018 and 2019 group, are going to receive these beautiful 70 over 70 lapel pins, which we hope to have you wear with pride and see all over Kansas City as the years continue and your alumni group grows bigger and bigger. So join us in becoming a 70 over 70 alumni. Much more to come tonight. And now, I want to tell you a little bit about how we got this virtual event done. We don't know what we're doing. We do social service. We're not producers. We're not virtual event organizers. But I do know how to find good people. And so at this time, I want to introduce to you who I think is probably the best in the country, from Inspire Hearts Consulting, Bobby D, who is going to be our MC for the night. And let me tell you, he's remarkable. You're going to enjoy his spirit. He loves KC Shepherd Center and he loves Kansas City. So please join me in welcoming our MC, Bobby D.
Oh, good evening, Kansas City and friends across the nation. Janet, thank you so much for having me be a part of this very, very special evening. And here it is, a city that connects two states, a city with more fountains, and the only one beating that is Rome, and the more parks and boulevards in the entire nation besides Paris, one of the most beautiful cities in our United States. This is a grassroots community that comes together, that works together. And here we are tonight, coming together here virtually in honor of the KC Shepherd Center. Now, KC Shepherd Center serves over 2,500 older adults to help lead more healthy and engaged lives and to be a part of this community. And these friends have given so much over the past 50 years of the KC Shepherd Center and have brought us to where we are now. And think of the amazing growth that has happened in Kansas City over these past 50 years. It's because of these friends that we're honoring tonight, the ones that put in the work, that put in the time, that put in the love, that put in the investments into this beautiful city. And now here we are to honor 70 of them. This is so exciting. Now, celebrating these adults with the significant contributions and achievements, community leaders, builders, business owners, entrepreneurs, volunteers, environmentalists, arts and cultural leaders, and they have all made a huge difference. And now this is what we're here to do tonight, friends. And this is why you're with us and you're watching, is I want you to help us make a huge difference for the KC Shepherd Center. This is an award show. Yes, this we are honoring some amazing people, but this is also our largest fundraiser of the year, and we want you to be involved with this. Now, friends, it's so easy to give at any time. If you feel inspired and you want to click that button, if you just look below right there, you're going to see the donate button right there. Click that donate button, and you can give at any time. And then we're going to talk about the roundup, and we're going to talk about leaving legacy gifts, and then we're going to talk about volunteering as well. But at any time, if you would like to, just you can go ahead and give. Now, I couldn't start off this very, very special evening without saying thank you to all of our servicemen and women that have given their lives to our wonderful country to help us with freedom and to make America the best nation in this entire world. And it's you. We wish you happy Veterans Day. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but 10 of our honorees are veterans. So thank you so much for your service. And that's like 3 times as much as 7% of all Americans who are veterans. So we've got a great veteran class with us here this evening. So thank you again. Thank you again. Now, friends, if you are at home, maybe you're watching within a socially distanced watch party, please put your hands together for these veterans here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it's okay to get loud. It's okay to have fun, because that's what we're here to do. Now, all of our honorees, our 70 honorees here for 2020, did receive a VIP gift bag. Now, if honorees, you have your gift bag, I'm sure you already went through it and found all those great goodies. We have our brand new quarantine cooking cookbook, which is, by the way, on the website, and the holidays are coming, so what a better gift. They're receiving this lapel pin that Janet talked about before, and coffee mugs, and our friends at Local Roastery Cookies and Coffee, a framed picture of themselves to be able to remember this beautiful, beautiful evening by, and a book by Make It Right Stories and Steps by board member Lana McKinney. And we'll be showing, who we'll show you a little bit here later this evening. And if you are an honoree or family of an honoree member, please send us a picture of you and your lapel pin so that we can show it a little bit later. Now, if you would, you can just email it right here to our friend Danielle at kcshepherdcenter.org. It's so easy, but please, if you would, just go ahead, snap a selfie, take a picture, and I'd invite you, for those of you that have social media and are active within that, please put that on your social media and tag hashtag 70over70. So it's so easy. And then that allows us to see all of our friends' beautiful faces, all of you out there that are joining us and being a part of it. So I want to say thank you for that. And we'd love to see you. Now, our theme this evening truly is community, and we are a community that helps, we are a community that loves, and we are a community that serves, and this is what we're here to do. So I would like to invite you all to please visit our website and check out all of the fantastic pictures of all of our honorees, and later we're going to have all of the bios up there so you can learn more about why these are our honorees and all of the special things that they have done to help make Kansas City absolutely amazing. Super easy. We couldn't have this fantastic event if it wasn't for the dedicated staff of the KC Shepherd Center. I want to thank Danielle, who's been absolutely amazing, Janet and her team, and everyone that's a part of this. They're absolutely amazing. Give them a big round of applause, too. And I want to just thank you all so much for that. Staff, you rock. Well, friends, here's our first ask of the evening. We have a very, very special segment coming up right now, and we have a challenge that we're putting out to you, friends that are out there, to help us support the KC Shepherd Center. Now, what this is what we call the 70 by 70 challenge. And what we would love for you to consider making a $70 a month donation. Just $70 a month. I know that I spend way more than that in fancy coffee in a month. So this is a great time that you can make that donation and pledge that amount and make a donation for that month. And what we're here doing tonight in honor of our 70 honorees, we want to find 70 friends to join us in this 70 by 70 challenge. And I have some really, really good news, because we have some friends that have already joined us, and I know we're going to hit that goal here this evening. So if you would, please, you can click the donate button and join our 70 by 70 team right there. We have John Still. Thank you, John. Gary Gummig at $100 a month. Now, if you want to give more, you can give more, and that's okay. Greg Davis as well at $100 a month. Linda Fuel, thank you. Karen Boyd, thank you so much. And our own Janet Baker for joining us and leading us in this giving. Okay, so friends, that's like 7 down. We're 10% of the way there. I know that we can get this and we can make this happen. So please, would you help me reach this goal? So this evening would not be possible if it wasn't for our generous community sponsors. And they've all come together to be a part of our community and to invest in this very, very special night. Well, we have to thank our gold sponsors, Mary Ann and William Dunn. Thank you. Thank you so much for your generosity. We will have our silver sponsors, the Burns and McDonald. Thank you so much. Country Club Bank, Dell Properties, silver sponsors. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And our bronze sponsors, we have Lisa, Joya, Steve, Rinnie, and Barb Muth, board members who have donated for our sponsorships. Shirley and Barnett Hellsberg, thank you for joining us. And Perfect Output, bronze sponsors right there. And we have some supporting sponsors that have been with us. BOK Financial, Sunflower Development Group. Thank you. Thank you. And we talked about our honoree gifts, and we couldn't have those delivered if it wasn't for our friends at iBosswell and Byrne and Polofsky and Associates. Thank you for that. Thank you for sponsoring that and getting these great VIP packages out into the community and to our honorees tonight. And then we have some friends of KC Shepherd Center we want to thank. Bank of America, Hubbard and Kurtz LLP, Martin City Telegraph, Lisa and Tori Nigro, thank you. Onsite Logic, David Ross, U.S. Engineering, Gail and Bruce Kriegel, thank you, thank you, thank you for sponsoring this. This is the night that we've all been waiting for many, 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 many months, and it is here. So now, friends, it's time for a little bit of entertainment and to honor our first segment of honorees. So to take us into that, we have a local hometown musician, a Rockhurst High School graduate, and now making his living across the nation and being in Boston. I'd like to welcome to our virtual stage tonight. Put your hands together for Houston Smith.
Hi, my name is Houston Smith, and I'm so delighted to be a part of KC Shepherd Center's virtual 70 over 70 event. You know, when I think about influential individuals in my life, all of them, 99.9% of them are older adults in my family, in my community, in my church. And all of the accomplishments that I've been able to, or all of the milestones that I've achieved thus far, I can attribute to a lot of the life lessons and a lot of the experiences and advice that I've gleaned from those relationships. Again, I'm very excited to be here, and I know you've noticed that I have a musical instrument, the alto saxophone. I was born and raised in the Kansas City area, and I'm now remoting and living on the East Coast in Boston. But I've prepared a song for you today that I hope you will enjoy and that I hope you'll take with you.
I think if you've got any kind of ability at all, people ought to be doing things, whatever it is, whether it's writing postcards or, to people in the hospital, or getting out and registering people to vote, as, a member of the League of Women Voters, our group, does, or we're going to be a poll watcher. This is before the election. Whatever people can do, I think they need to keep moving and keep their minds active and keep their friends about them and help these organizations. I just think it's a mission. I think whatever you've got, you need to give back in some way. It's important to be a part of the community. It's important to be active. It's important
to be a contributing member of society and to make the world a better place.
I think it's important for people to know that life doesn't end when you become 50 years old or older, and that you've got a lot of horizons left to cross, and a lot of things to see and do. And it gives not only purpose to life, but it's fun. You get to meet new people, and even though your life might be changing, you've been retired or what have you, there's just new vistas to go see and do.
Oh, wow. Like Bill had said, there are a lot of horizons yet to be seen. Lots of sunrises, lots of sunsets, lots of parties, lots of celebration to be had here with all of our friends that we're honoring here this evening. And we do want to thank and also welcome our 2018 and 2019 honorees that have joined us, that are watching. Thank you so much for leading the way. And we have a special gift that's going to be going out to you. Now, we have those lapel pins are going to be going out to all of our 70 over 70 honorees so that we can see those around town. So please wear those proudly. And when somebody asks you about them, be like, yes, I am an honoree of the KC Shepherd Center 70 over 70. And you can say, you're awesome. That's right. So we're looking forward to seeing those around town. Now, friends, we've come to a very important part of this evening. And you've heard great stories and you've seen all the great work that the KC Shepherd Center is doing, but we just don't know really truly how deep the work that they do, it can really help someone. And we have a very special story that we're going to share with you here in just a second and show you that KC Shepherd Center is more than just a place, is more than just a community. It's a lifesaver. Take a look.
I have been delivering Meals on Wheels probably 7-8 years. And over the years, I've always done it on a Tuesday morning, so we get to know these people pretty well. Larry was retired when he was 62. He had worked 35 years for the Internal Revenue Service. He worked the night shift from 11 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. Greet you, he would take your meal, he would say, how are you doing? We'd share things, we'd talk about landscaping, we'd talk about plants, we'd talk about him going out and looking for something, that sort of thing. One Tuesday morning, I went to take his meal, and he didn't answer. And so I was a bit concerned, and I knew he was, I was sure that he was there. We ended up calling the police or the ambulance, and then the ambulance showed up, and then the police showed up. And so by that time, I could hear Larry yelling, John, John. And, I couldn't tell exactly where he was. So when I went around the house, and I finally determined, he's laying in the dining room by this window. So we had a conversation. So the ambulance guys go in and they bring him out, and he's not on a stretcher or anything. They have him walking, and I said, Larry, what in the world is going on? And he said, well, I fell last night. And I said, what did you do all night? He said, well, I knew you were coming about 11:30, so I just laid on the floor and waited for you to show up. And other than that, those are just some of the experiences you have as a Meals on Wheels driver. And I would think that all of us who drive have shared those same experiences. And they're very fulfilling. And so, it's just kind of been a wonderful experience. I recently have stopped doing that because of my own health issues and COVID, but I miss it. And I know that some of the people miss me because I see some of the drivers and they say, well, so-and-so asked about you or whatever. And they're, you get to know them, their pets, their idiosyncrasies, what they do and what they like and what they don't like. So it's been a wonderful experience.
But in the afternoon, I don't have that mindset to put something together. And Meals on Wheels, that meal come in handy for me in the afternoon. It's not only the meal that they bring, but they're concerned about my being inside here. They'll knock on the door and And if I don't come right away, then they're a little bit concerned. But usually if I get to the door, then they'll wave or do a little sign that everything's okay. It helped me a great deal because, like I say, some days I don't feel like going to the kitchen to fix the Meals on Wheels come in handy. So I really enjoyed that. And then chatting with some of the attendants that come, it has been a great help for me. I can say it changed somewhat, but not a great deal. They still, even though they can't come inside or open the doors, but they'll give me a thumbs up or wave at me and maybe speak something there, how you doing. I can read the lips on you what I'm doing okay. And then they're satisfied, they're going to the next stop.
Right.
But it has been a great help for me.
Wow, friends, see that Casey Shepherd Center is more than a meal. It's more than a phone call. It's more than that companionship. It's service. It's giving, and it's also relying on Casey Shepherd Center. So, friends, we rely on you, and we want you to join us here this evening. And there's so many ways that you can join us and support the Casey Shepherd Center. Now, please, if you would, just look within your hearts and think about all these great honorees and all of the great work that is happening, not only for those that are receiving services, but great people like John that are giving these services and being a part of that community and giving back. And this is where I want you to give back. Now, friends, we talked about the 70 by 70 program. We're waiting to see some more friends come in on that, and we want to capture that tonight. Just 70 people to come in on that 70 by 70. Let's make that happen. And friends, if you would, look like right about here, and you'll see the Roundup button. We're going to talk a little bit about Roundup later, but it's a great program and an easy program in which every transaction that you make with your credit card can be a donation to Casey Shepherd Center. And as Kansas City was built by many hands can come together to make some amazing things happen. And then you'll see our donate button. Now, donations right here. This is this opportunity to make 100% tax deductible donation directly to the Casey Shepherd Center to help the programs, to help those that are served by this every day, and to really, truly save lives. This is, just like John was talking about in Werner, was like, this is someone to rely on, and we want to rely on you. Now, friends, I'm asking you to give at that level that's truly inspirational for you. If you find that all the great work that Casey Shepherd Center is doing, please make that donation. I am asking you to think about what you could donate. Maybe, I don't know, in honor of 70, over 70, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody out there that would like to make a $70,000 donation. Maybe you got to ask, right? So we're just throwing it out there. But if it's $7,000, if it's $1,000, if it's $700, or maybe even less, but please, if you would give, it's all of us coming to give together. And it's not so much what you can give, it's the fact that you are giving and you are joining our donor community. And I am so excited that I have some donors that are coming in here. We have Brenda Hayes has joined us, Brenda and her family, Jill and Gayla, thank you so much. Laura Crow, thank you. William Bruning, yes, is donating. Look at this. I love all the names that are coming in. Cheryl Barnes, one of our honorees, is donating as well too. Honorees, if you like to honor the Casey Shepherd Center, this is a great way that you can join us right there, as well as Alan Garrison. Thank you so much. And we've already had some friends that have joined in on the Roundup program. Bobby Halleck, Angie Gers, Janet Baker. Yes, there's Janet again. Friends, Tanisha Sexton, Daniel Wooten. Daniel, you're awesome. And Paula Donahoe and so many other great friends are joining that Roundup program. And that's a way that every transaction that you make anywhere can help. And now, friends, of you that are watching across the nation, and maybe your heart is in Kansas City, this is a great way that you can help as well too, no matter where you are in the nation. But this is that time that I ask you to click that donate button right there. Click that donate button and give at that level that's truly inspirational for you. Now, friends, we also have the volunteer button, and it's right over there. And if you have some more time than you do treasure, we love that time and we love that talent that you have to help us provide. So click that volunteer button if you want to be a part of that. And then if you go all the way over there, you'll see that legacy button. Now, friends, if this is some great work that Casey Shepherd Center is doing, and the Shepherd Center has been meaningful to you, leaving a legacy doesn't mean that you need to be a millionaire. But if you want to remember us in your estate planning, please click that button and please chat with us. And we would love, love, love to be a part of your legacy and be a part of your legacy story. This is a time to do this, time to get them together. And a community like Kansas City does something. So here we are. I'm inviting you to do something. Click that donate button. Well, friends, we said tonight was full of surprises. So I'd like to welcome you to another one. Surprise guest, take it away.
Hi, this is Morgan Fairchild. I would like to congratulate all the K.C. Shepherd Center's 70 over 70 honorees. And boy, I'm in that 70 club now. And how did we ever get this old, honey? Remember back in the 60s when it was don't trust anybody over 30? And 30 seemed like a long way away. Oh, yeah, those were the days. I just want to congratulate all of you, showing what outreach, what kindness, what humanity means, even in the days of COVID, that reaching out to other people to help them, to serve them, and to make the world a better place. God knows we all need it all about now. So I just want to say a big congratulations. I'm sending you lots and lots of love and support and good wishes. And keep on trucking, honey. Oh, yeah, 70 ain't what it used to be. Sending you love. Mwah.
Oh, so beautiful. I just love to see those big smiling faces of all our honorees and just look absolutely amazing, as well as hearing that beautiful music. I don't know if you knew this or not, but that was Debbie Cole, our senior companion program coordinator, and her friend Charlie Harris with the duo Black Folk. And yes, look, our staff is multi-talented and helps in so many ways. Thanks, Dave, for being a part of this. Well, friends, we talked about fundraising and we talked about the challenge of coming together as a community, and we want to challenge you to do that. Well, I have some exciting news. We have a friend of the KC Shepherd Center who wants to challenge you tonight and double your donations. That's right. We have a friend of the KC Shepherd Center who has just come in on my chat and said, I want to donate $5,000 and I will match the next $5,000 that is raised. So friends, this is exciting. If you want to double your donation, you want to double your impact, and you want to double that good feeling of giving, now's a great time to do. Just please hit that donate button right there, and your dollars will be donated. If you give 100, it could be 2. If you give 500, it could be 1,000. If you want to just step in and just double that right away and give $5,000, we'll let you. But please, yes, join that, double your donation and hit that donate button right there. Now, we have some amazing donors. Look at us. We have some great board members that are giving: Gregory Davis, Carmen Zuniga, Steve Rinnie, John Still. Thank you, John. Linda Fillwell. Oh my gosh, so many donors coming in, and those donations will be matched up to $5,000. And now is that time. So please click the donate button and be a part of it. Oh, this is so exciting. I love to see how Kansas City is coming together to honor these great humans, these great honorees, and to honor the K.C. Shepherd Center. But please, yes, keep clicking that donate button. And if you would, you can share this link out on your social media, email it to your friends, email it to your family, email it out to your holiday card list, and be like, look, K.C. Shepherd Center is doing great work in Kansas City, and I want you to be a part of that. And this is a great chance. So easy. Please send that out. Now, friends, we have had some challenges. 2020, right? 2020's happened to all of us. And K.C. Shepherd Center really has pivoted, has evolved into something so much more than what it was, to the greatness that it is now with your support. And Janet, tell us how everything has been going.
I know by now you are as inspired as I am from these incredible older adults who continue to make a difference in our community. Now it's my turn to talk a little bit about K.C. Shepherd Center and why our work is so important. We have a unique organization. We're not your normal social service organization that provides programs to individuals. Instead, what we do is we facilitate seniors helping seniors. All of our programs are led by older adults. And all of our programs have volunteer structures that are made up primarily of older adults. That's by design. We know that in 1972, when K.C. Shepherd Center was founded, that was a revolutionary concept. Peer-based models are not so unique anymore, but they were then. So credit to Dr. Cole for creating a model with 25 other faith leaders in Kansas City, whereby seniors can stay engaged as volunteers and as leaders and participants. And then as they age in our programs, maybe become clients and participants in receiving the services of our organization. Now with COVID, we have had to turn absolutely everything we do upside down in a heartbeat. And I am so proud of the staff here who have been amazing at turning our in-person programs into COVID-safe programs and services. For example, Adventures in Learning, that meets 40 Fridays a year at Central United Methodist Church pre-COVID, and is an amazing lifelong learning program where the older adults, the leadership team, and the class development committee choose the speakers, they arrange their own events, and now we've had to turn that into online education, knowing, of course, that not all older adults have technology at home, so we've had to find resources for that. And thanks to Connecting for Good, or PCs for People now, we have been able to distribute 40 computers and Wi-Fi to older adults in Kansas City. And we're expecting 50 more. And that will become an ongoing program to help us reduce the digital divide in Kansas City and ensure that the social connection is available to older adults. Our Meals on Wheels program has exploded during COVID. We went from serving 50 older adults a day, homebound seniors through our volunteer drivers, nearly 80 of them, to all of a sudden we are serving 400 people. And that is barely scratching the surface. There are so many more people in need. And because we know we have the structure in place and we know we have how to do it, we now have 2 additional vans from a grant from Meals on Wheels America to expand our program even further and serve more people. Of course, turning our programs upside down and delivering them in different ways comes at a cost. It has been remarkable what we have had to do, thanks to the generosity of the Kansas City philanthropic community and our number of donors. We've been able to turn those programs into virtual programs for the most part. That's why we're here tonight. But at the same time, we need help. We don't know when this pandemic will end, and we don't know how long we will have to adapt and change and flex and move to adjust to new realities, and that's going to cost some money. We need your help. Without a doubt, we need the help of everyone in this community to make sure that older adults continue to have opportunities to engage, opportunities to volunteer through the Shepherd Center, and opportunities to be served when that time comes for them as well.
Hello, my name is Ted McKnight, and I'm a former running back with the Kansas City Chiefs. I would like to congratulate those being named as 70 over 70 honorees by the Kansas City Shepherds Center. You provide or give your time, your energy, your love, your care, and your friendship to those in need. This group of people do what needs to be done to help someone else in our community. Friendship is important because people get lonely and need some companions. And your kindness, because of who you are, and more importantly, we all should do things that we can to help comfort those in need. You are deserving of this award because you are remarkable, you're needed, you're important, you're friendly, you're heroes, and your unselfish devotion to commitment to help others makes us and you deserving of this honor. And we would like to thank you for volunteering your time and your energy and desire to serve. You touch the lives of those young and old, and you provide inspiration to all of us about how we share ourselves and our service to others, because it's the right thing to do, and it's something that we should do. Thank you.
I hope you're enjoying the incredible musical talent that we've gathered together tonight to help celebrate our honorees. And now we have a huge opportunity to enjoy the musical talents of someone who most of you know if you pay any attention to jazz and music and talent in Kansas City. This particular gentleman is one half of the McFadden brothers, and I happen to think that he's a pretty terrific half. The McFadden brothers have performed all over the world. They've performed with Wayne Newton in Las Vegas. They've performed in Japan. They've performed in Europe. They've performed internationally, and we get to call them our native sons. Well, Ronald is here tonight to share some of his talent with you and celebrate our honorees. Please welcome Ronald McFadden.
Someone once called me a gatherer, and that's what I love to do. Bruce and I open our home and have dinner parties of all sizes, political events, patrons parties, any type of festive gathering to bring people together. And as we all know, during these times of COVID, those kinds of events are not possible. But over the last 6 months, I have had the honor of working with Reverend Eric Williams at Calvary Community Outreach Network to implement a program modeled after one that our son, Dr. Eliyahu Kriegel, created in Seattle. It's called From Our Kitchen to Your Table, and every Friday I've had the privilege of cooking dinner for 3 seniors at CCON. It has been an awesome experience, and I'm reminded of a quote that I learned from Barnett Halsberg. Always leave your campsite a better place. And that's what I feel like I'm doing, and I'm loving every minute of it. My favorite quote is, "You can't make footprints in the sands of time if you're sitting on your butt. And who wants to make butt prints in the sands of time?" I turned 70 just a few months ago, and for anyone of any age, giving back to your community feeds your soul. I'm so appreciative of my dear friend Lottie Halpern for nominating me for the Shepherd Center 70 over 70 award. And I thank Janet Baker and her great team for recognizing that 70-year-olds have a lot of footprints left to make in the sands of time. After all, it's really just the beginning.
Well, I started probably well over 30 years ago, and at that time it was Miss Dorothy Phoenix, and so she was the godmother, if you will, of putting us all together, and it's been a good experience for me. From her over 20 years ago to present, the staff is tremendous on a 10-point scale. I give all the staff people 11. They're always willing to make volunteering for the home delivered meals a great opportunity for us. So it doesn't even feel like it's any type of work at all. They're always willing to make sure that we're comfortable, even with the pandemic. They've given us masks, they've given us hand sanitizer, they have bottled water for us. So how can you not give back on what they do? So I appreciate everything they do. And plus they do good with the people in the community. The people look forward to us coming, so it's another connect, so it's another way of paying back to the community. So that's why I like volunteering. I'm still blessed, the Creator's blessed me to still have 2 working arms, 2 working legs, 2 working eyes, so why not? Why not? When you don't have a lot of money to give, you have the time to do it, so why not do it? Because who knows, I may need it in another 3, 4, 5 years. So, and it's great that you can see, it's heartwarming when you go and visit the people and they look forward to you coming, because a lot of them even don't have relatives to come and visit, so they look forward to us coming once a week, twice a week, and chatting with us. And we have to be really good listeners, because they have a week's worth of things to talk about. So that helps. That helps me be a better listener, and it helps them that they know that I will listen.
I've been involved with Shepherd Center for about 9 years now, mainly with the Adventures in Learning program of Shepherd Center, Kansas City. I've been on the leadership team and the class development team. I think Shepherd Center promotes independent living, aging in place, and lifelong learning, along with the collegiality of friendships that's very important to people in Shepherd Center to kind of beat back the isolation that sometimes we feel as we get older.
Thanks so much for having me here, and thank you for this incredible award. I think the thing I love most of all is now I get to tell more people about Shepherd Center and what you do. This is just an incredible honor, and I am absolutely thrilled. I've searched on your website and I've seen who's been honored in years past, and I'm wondering actually how I got there, but this is incredible. And for those of you that don't know Shepherd Center, please, please, please look and learn more, because being a senior citizen, it's pretty darn cool. And I think what I learned a lot about in my life as I was growing up is it's a life of service, and you're there to be sure and help others and uplift them and help them find their best self. And I think at Shepherd Center, they have that opportunity to work through them, to find all the resources that they need to find the best part of their life. And after all, 70 is just a number. It has nothing to do about being engaged and being a part of the city. So I am thrilled. Thank you so very much.
Oh, amazing. Congratulations, honorees. Now just think of the experiences that combine that these 70 amazing individuals have and have had such fulfilling lives and giving lives. And you talk to some of them and you ask them, what is the secret to living? And I know some of them will say the secret to living is giving. And I want to thank all of you that have come in and donated and been a part of this. Jane and Dennis, Margaret, Sally, Emily, thank you so much for that donations. Those donations are being doubled. So continue to give throughout this evening. And I know that Kansas City has it in you because it's all about leaving giant footsteps, right? Giant footsteps in the sand, just like Ted McKnight. I mean, look at that. The Kansas City Chiefs, #1 in the AFC, currently 8-1. Right on, go Chiefs. As well as World Series champs, world champion soccer. It's that heart that makes Kansas City so amazing. So friends, this is that time to be able to make that gift from that heart. So if you would, just please click the donate button. We're still accepting those challenge match gifts. So please come in, double your donations. Now, what is really amazing is that this Shepherd Center is the original Shepherd Center. This is where it started over 50 years ago, friends. And in that 50 years, imagine what has happened. And as we are feeling the effects of COVID, we know what social isolation feels like. I mean, our older adults face this isolation every day before COVID. And with the help of the Shepherd Center, it helps with that. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the impact of social isolation is well researched. Now, I know if it increases depression, increases anxiety, reduce mobility, and the loneliness increases the death rate by 40%. And like we talked before, Casey Shepherd Center, with your support, saves lives and puts life back in it. And with social isolation, it's the physical equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. and we know what that's a killer right there. So friends, this is, look at this. This is a great time for us to come together. And there's so many great things. It is those senior companions, it's the phone pals, it's so much. But it's also Medicare counseling. Think about that. To be able to help all of these individuals with that Medicare and save them money. And that's your donations here by giving is helping saving money as well too. And also help leaving the homes and communities and contributes, having to leave the homes. To go into a home, can contribute to a decline in health. So let's stay at home because home is where the heart is. In Kansas City, you have the heart. Now, friends, we have something very, very great to show you in talking about isolation, but also companionship. Let's just take a quick look.
At Shepherd Center is all about providing social connections for senior citizens, but the organization's latest initiative will take the help of the community to prove success. Dolly Brown practices what she preaches.
We are here to help one another.
Speaking with me over the phone from her apartment window, the 79-year-old shared how she's been a volunteer at the Shepherd Center for 21 years.
There's a lot of people that don't have relatives, no one to come in and do for them or even communicate with them.
She used to go into seniors' homes just to spend time with them, keep each other company. Now she makes those connections over the phone.
It keeps the anxiety and the depression down.
We have in a heartbeat had to turn our entire business model and programming upside down.
Janet Baker is the executive director at the Shepherd Center. The organization recently decided to shift part of its efforts to a phone bell system.
So to have a person call and visit with them and listen and talk and answer questions and just be a companion over the phone is very, very meaningful.
People like Dolly spend 15 to 20 minutes, a couple days a week, visiting with seniors over the phone. But the organization needs more volunteers to help reach the more than 300 seniors it serves every day.
Because everyone is so isolated right now and the stress is so high for everyone. This would give them an opportunity to do a little bit of an outreach, a well check, but make sure that they are doing okay.
For Dolly, the experience has been rewarding, and it's given her a sense of purpose during a time of uncertainty.
It's as simple as picking up a phone.
Now, background checks are required, but ultimately the Shepherd Center is just looking for people who will commit to saying more than just hello to some of these seniors who are alone. If you are interested in volunteering your time, we have that information with this story at fox4kc.com.
This morning we're honoring Ruth Blake, someone who's been involved with the Kansas City Shepherd Center since the very beginning. I was introduced to Ruth by Elbert Cole at the Central United Methodist Church back in the early 70s. Ruth was certainly instrumental in orienting me to the Shepherd Center as well as the church activities. I found that her patience with me, understanding the layout of the interaction between the church and Shepherd Center was priceless. I could not really have done what I wanted to do related to the Shepherd Center. I understood very quickly that Ruth had certainly confidence and competence in her activities at the church. I always kind of considered her chief cook and bottle washer because she was so flexible in her ability to shift gears and be able to do so many things at the same time. I don't know how she could juggle all the balls in the air at the same time. At the same time, she would always support her decisions with her experience and facts. And that was so instrumental, particularly me having a kind of a scientific background. I always liked the facts rather than just the opinions. She was also best, I thought, during crises. She would always be very calm and collected and analytic. And she would always seemingly have a solution to the problem that was very practical and not complicated. She was such an impressive multitasker that she just seemed to know what needed to be done, and with her calmness and her organization, she seemed to do the work that was needed without a lot of muss and fuss. Her involvement, she was very kind, very caring, very supportive of Elbert's what we would call the Shepherd Center movement, in addition to the church activities. I think also that she supported the programs and services that were provided by the Shepherd Center. This enabled, I think, probably one of the major missions of the Shepherd Center is to give meaning and purpose to the older adult. At the same time, by giving meaning and purpose, this also enables the older adult to live independently longer in their own home and safely, as we would expect. But I think that there is no individual more deserving of this Elbert Cole Lifetime Award than Ruth Blake.
My name is Ruth Blake. I am 94 years old. I'll be 95 years old in January. I went to Central Methodist Church with my husband, and we joined in the mid-60s, where we met Dr. Cole. He was a great organizer. He was with so many people and had so many wonderful ideas for the church, for the neighborhood, and he loved the people in the neighborhood. It was a year later, in 1970, he started Shepherd Center. My husband and I were two of his many volunteers that were with Shepherd Center. All of this was devoted to seniors to make life interesting, happy, and a learning experience. I helped with reading, writing, dancing, and a variety of other subjects of current interests of the day. I called many people and asked them to speak. And it was a variety of people. I've had the mayor of Kansas City, I've had business leaders, and then I've had just everyday leaders who enjoyed talking with people and being part of an educational experience. People got a lot out of it. We had lunch every day, and many times we had as many as 125 people at the lunch. Now these were people who came from different classes, and then we all met at lunch. And so I've had a long experience with them, a lot of people there. I've been most honored to be the first recipient of the Elbert Cole Lifetime Achievement Award, and I am so pleased, and I hope to share the joy of it with my family. Thank you.
Wow, Ruth, congratulations. I mean, you saw that, I mean, a life well lived. I mean, look at how amazing Ruth is and all the great work that she had done look at, to be honored. Here we are. I mean, well beyond 70 and doesn't look a day over 72. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Ruth. I mean, it really showing what it means to be a member of the Kansas City community and the community to come together, makes amazing things happen. I mean, this is the Shepherd Center movement, and you are all a part of it. Now, I would love to move all of you to join a really neat program. Now, the Roundup program, it's right about here. Click the Roundup button right there, and you can join in on our program in which every transaction that you make, whether it's in Kansas City or maybe in Alabama, maybe California, New York, wherever you are, that transaction is then rounded up. So let's say you spend $1.75. Gets rounded up to $2. 25 cents goes to goes right to the Shepherd Center. It's so easy. And I'm so excited that we have some friends that have already joined this. Paula and Gary Gregory, thank you so much. But I think we've got a video that's going to kind of explain this a little bit more. So let's roll that tape.
I have a question, and your answer will impact the future of our work for years to come. Would you be willing to donate your change? What if there was a way for you to automatically round up and donate the change from your credit or debit card purchases? If you got a cup of coffee for $2.75, for example, at the end of the month, 25 cents would be added to your other roundups and donated. It's small change to you, but having monthly support like that is a game changer for us. The consistency allows us to plan for the future with more confidence and makes an even greater impact. To get started, just download the Roundup app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. After the download, in 30 seconds, you can create an account. Choose us as your organization and link your credit or debit card. This link is encrypted and secure. It uses exactly the same API as Venmo, and your credentials are never stored. Once you get signed up, you can also set a cap for your max monthly donation if you'd like. To get started, download the Roundup app from the App Store or Google Play. You are about to make an enormous difference in the future of our work, and we can't thank you enough.
Friends, see, it's that easy. Download an app, select KC Shepherd Center, and you're going to make some change happen with your change. It's so easy because with these donations, I mean, you're helping our Senior Companions program. We learned about that. Adventures in Learning, which is a great way to keep the mind young and growing. PCs for People, Meals on Wheels, the Phone Pal group, as well as that Medicare counseling. And that small little bit of change makes a huge change for all of our friends that KC Shepherd Center serves. Over 2,500 older adults. So now, friends, we're going to continue on with the program, and I promised you surprises, and here's a great one.
Hey, all you 70 over 70 honorees and awardees, hey, how you doing? It's Richard Thomas. I hope you and your loved ones are safe and healthy during this crazy, crazy time. My family and I are, well, we're okay so far, but you know, and I hope you all are too. I'm just reaching out to say hello and that I love you all. And look, I'm 69, so on my next birthday in June, I will be joining, I hope, the 70 over 70 honorees with you guys. I think it's wonderful, and I'm wonderful what the organization is doing for you all. This just fills my heart with joy, and I just want you to know, I hope you all have a fantastic holiday season, a happy, happy Thanksgiving full of gratitude, and a wonderful, wonderful Christmas holiday season. I really do. So I want to wish you all the best for you 70 over 70 honorees. I honor you, I admire you, and I think it's wonderful, and I celebrate you, okay? So I just want to say to everybody, well, good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night to all the 70 over 70 honorees. With love from me and the family.
Good evening and congratulations to all the honorees. Here's a song you may be young enough to. With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. Was the song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells me you're standing near, and at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a love such as ours came to be? But I always knew I would live my life through with a song in my heart for you. With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. Was the song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells me you're standing near, and at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a love such as ours came to be? But I always knew I would live my life through with a song in my heart for you.
It's been very, very important. Especially did I realize that during the pandemic, because all my contacts are from Shepherd Center, and the fun things that I do came from Shepherd Center. And a lot of my friends, I've lost a lot of friends, and so having other friends at Shepherd Center has helped me through. Part of being older is really enjoying your life, because you don't have to beat the clock from 9 to 5, and you're not up late doing projects or things for work or for kids or for family. You have a little time to yourself to do some of the things you've always wanted to do, like I've gotten to paint, I've gotten to sing more.
You got to have purpose in life, and
volunteering is one opportunity to give you purpose. People need to have a volunteer experience all the time, and whether they're old, young, or middle-aged, because you're not happy unless you have a purpose, and volunteering is a very easy way to have a purpose in life. Well, because older volunteers are the backbone of most membership organizations, and so it's important for organizations to be healthy. They need to have older volunteers. They are their backbone.
KC Shepherd Center is a local treasure. We have been doing mission-based programs for 50 years to empower midlife and older adults to live healthy, engaged, and independent lives. Our programs, in many cases, are life-saving. We've talked about some of those incredible programs and how they affect people's lives. Some of our other programs have an economic impact. Our Medicare program, for example, just saw a couple this week during open enrollment and saved them $4,000 just by reviewing both their current policies and the other options that were available to them. That's important money, especially to older adults who live on fixed incomes. We're very pleased and proud to be able to provide that service. Just this last Saturday, our KC Rakes program grew exponentially. Last year, we had 70 volunteers who raked and bagged and cleaned up the yards of about 30 older adults who are no longer able to do that for themselves. A little bit part of that is thanks to COVID and the fact that we have so many corporate teams who want safe outdoor, socially distanced activities that they can do as a team. And perhaps there are families who otherwise would have provided this service for their relatives and aren't able to do it because of COVID themselves. This year, we had more than 200 volunteers this last Saturday. One of the things that's also so special about KC Shepherd Center is that this staff is so passionate and so driven to continue to grow our programs, and we're doing that. You know we need your help. And now I'm going to turn it over to Bobby D.
Friends, that's what it's about. KC shows up. KC makes KC more beautiful, and KC helps KC. And I'm excited because we have so many friends that have come in and are helping with us. The donations continue to come in. I want to thank Linda and Cassandra and Donna for joining the Roundup program. This just in, one of our honorees, Bill Campbell, has joined the 70 by 70 program. Thank you, Bill, as well as Cassie, Susan, Gretchen, Greg, and Nancy. Thank you for those donations. You're absolutely amazing. And that's what it's about, doing something. And if you want to do something for the KC Shepherd Center, there's a lot of ways to be involved with it. I mean, you heard about the volunteering. Yeah, you could just volunteer, spend some time, and give that time, give that love, and that companionship there. We talked about the donate button. Yep. If you haven't hit it, now's a good time. We still have some of that challenge match money still available. Double your donation. Hit that button right here. And then also the Roundup app. That's a great way to give. Little change makes a lot of change. And then, friends, consider leaving a legacy for KC Shepherd Center. And there's been some meaningful work, and you've seen how the lives are changed. And that's a great way to involve or include KC Shepherd Center in your estate planning. Well, friends, the donations continue to roll in. Keep giving. And you know what? Surprise time. We've seen some good friends. And let's see who's up next.
Hi. I am so very appreciative of my designation as a 70, way over 70 honoree for a couple of years ago. It means so much to me. But what really gets me going is the fact that the Kansas City Shepherd Center renders so many vital services for our senior citizens in greater Kansas City. And as a longtime public servant and volunteer, I know what those visitations, delivery of the meals, those kind words really mean. As a volunteer, I just delivered 3 or 4 times a year to individuals, blankets and coats and some meals, but food baskets, etc. But Shepherd Center does it every day, and it means so much. So I'm making a special appeal to you in 2020. Those of you who can and will, make a significant donation to the Kansas City Shepherd Center so they can continue these vital services to the quality of life of our senior citizens in the greater Kansas City area. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations to all of our 70 over 70 2020 honorees. Congrats. I love seeing this. And friends, this is the last component of our night, and the night's almost ending, and we're going to have a bit of fun. But yes, please consider joining that 70 by 70 program. Just $70 a month can help KC Shepherd Center do some amazing work with your support. Don't forget about the Roundup app. Super easy to participate and give every time you shop, and leaving that legacy. That's right. We all are writing our own legacy book, and here's a great way to include the KC Shepherd Center in your legacy. They've been playing a very important chapter in our lives, so here's a great time. As well as volunteering, give a little bit of time, give a little bit of love, and this is a great time. We still have that match available, so if you'd like to get your donations doubled, please hit the donate button right there. Now, friends, speaking of fun and parties, I think we are seeing some of our honorees coming in, and as we have our honoree photos pop up, let's talk a little bit about, oh, look at that, I love to see those pins. Share this with your network, share this with your social media, put it out there, share this link. This video will be available to stream later for anybody that wants to see it. So please, honorees, if you're out there, share that with your family, share that with your friend. This is a great way to be a part of it. But yes, just share that out there and invite them to give. This is a great time. So friends, you can put it there, and it's all about KC coming together as a community, given that heart. So I want to thank our sponsors again: BOK Financial, Sunflower Development Group, Boswell, Byrne & Boloski Associates, Hubbard & Kurtz, Martin City Telegraph, Lisa and Tori Nigro, Onsite Logic, David Ross, U.S. Engineering, Gail and Bruce Kriegel. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much. We have some other great sponsors as well. We have our gold sponsors, Marianne and William Dunn. Thank you so much for being a part of that. Burns and McDonald, Country Club Bank, thank you. Dell Properties, Lisa Joya, thank you. Steve Rinney and Barb Muth, thank you. Shirley and Barnett Hellsberg, thank you for your support and your investment and perfect output, because this has been an amazing night, and we couldn't have done it without all of you joining in on this very special evening. So friends, our time is ending, and I really appreciate spending some time with us and learning more about the KC Shepherd Center and becoming a part of our community. I'm proud to be a part of the community. Again, my name is Bobby D with Inspire Hearts Fundraising. Have a great night and aspire to inspire. We'll see you next year. All right, Janet, take it away.
What an amazing event. I am so proud of everything that these older adults have done in Kansas City, and that KC Shepherd Center has been able to contribute to that work in one way or another. Our hour is over, but our work continues. And we are so thrilled that you have enjoyed this time with us, and ask you to find ways to engage with us. Go to kcshepherdcenter.org. Volunteer, donate, get engaged, participate in our programs, sign up for Adventures in Learning, help deliver Meals on Wheels, become a Medicare counselor. That's a big one. We need your help in every way possible to continue to do the work that Casey Shepherd Center has been able to do in Kansas City for 50 years. Let's go, 50 years and counting. Thank you so much.
Well, one of my best friends, Ruth Blake, was involved with Shepherd Center and Dr. Cole many, many years ago when they were at first discussing starting an organization called Shepherd Center. And I kind of sat in on some of those meetings and threw in my 2 cents worth too. And since then, I have driven the van back and forth for the Friday programs. And I have always been, since then, Meals on Wheels delivering person. And I love to do that because some of these people probably won't see anybody else all day. So it's real special to spend some time with them and make them know that we care and that we're here if they need anything, they can call us.